Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have here my Dior bronzer from a few years that are limited edition, and I'm gonna compare them all because I think if you have some of these bronzer, you probably don't need the newest bronzer from the Dior Summer 2026 collection. Don't get me wrong, the packaging this year is absolutely stunning, but if the product inside is exactly the same as what we've had in the previous year, by all means, save your money. So this year, this is how the bronzer looks like once you've been in the pan and you have removed the overspray of glitter or sparkles. It is a matte bronzer that is called to be a nude bronze glow. And I have the one that has the pink into it and not the orangey coral shade. I do have to say Dior bronzers, generally speaking, are warm. They are meant to be a little bit more warm. I wouldn't say necessarily super orange. I think they've gone better with the years, but they are definitely not a cool undertone bronzer. But then last year we had also the nude bronze glow. We had a pink and a coral shade. So this is last year and this is this year. My guess is they are very, very, very similar. And let's have a look. The year before, we had the rosy bronze in the natural bronze glow, just with a different packaging. This is how it was looking. So the exact same as the year. So this was 2025 and this is 2024. Except that last year was a little bit more glowy. I think the tone of the bronzer has actually changed. And I also have, because I'm going to compare them for you if you're interested, with the one that has the coral. And I also have it in last year's collections. I will swatch all of them for you to see. And I haven't used this one much. I do prefer the bronzer with the pink inside it, just because I feel like it's such a warm bronzer already. If you do not have a super warm complexion, I tend to think that the bronzer looks better with the pink in it, but that's personal opinion. And also I have to say, the nail polish that I have on my nails is the one from the Dior Summer 26 collection. I do not remember the name, but it will be linked down below in the description with all the bronzer, well, all the bronzer. This one for this year, I guess, because the other ones you cannot get to them. But my makeup is my previous video, so if you're curious to know, go see and have a look at this video if you want to see the full demo and tutorial. Right, let's go back to our bronzer. So I'm gonna swatch this one. So this is this year, and if I come really close, you'll see some of the flowers have a glowy bronzer. Otherwise, the rest is matte. And you just gotta swirl all around in the pan, and this is how it looks like. I feel like the tone of the bronzer has changed throughout the years. This year seemed to be a little bit more neutral, whereas 2 years ago it was definitely a little bit more dark and warm. Maybe they've realized that they need to have something a little bit more neutral. Now I'm going to swatch this one. This was last year's Riviera collection. It was such a stunning collection. And as you can see, I haven't really been much in the palette. And I am happy to confirm that if you have the one from last year, this is last year, this is this year, the bronzer does look a little bit different, but seriously, like, the difference is so small. I don't really think you need to upgrade your bronzer. So this is this year, this is last year, and I'm going to swatch 2 years ago, which I would suspect that is a little bit more dark. Definitely a little bit more dark, but nothing crazy. So this is 26, 25, and 24. If you have 24 or 25, you do not need the 2026, unless you really just want to have the case. That's a whole different story, but it is the same shade. Once it's onto your face, no one will ever know the difference. So case aside, it is the exact same product. Then it comes down to you if you want to refresh your makeup kit, but they are all looking the same once they are applied onto the skin. I would dare to say that the one last year was maybe a little bit more light, and 2 years ago was a little bit more pigmented, the bronzer versus this year. You can tell there is a difference in terms of shade, but it's not massive. It's supposed to be good for 12 months. They're still fine after, you know. And this is last year's collection. There's definitely not much of a difference. So now I'm going to swatch the one with the coral. So I'm going to go with last year, which was the coral bronze, which I haven't used much, as you can see. And I'm going to place them lower. So this is the one with the coral. It does have more of a sparkly in it because in the pan, in the original pan, you still have the overspray. But definitely you can tell that these ones at the top have the pink into it, and the one here has the coral into it. You can feel it. It's quite subtle, but I think you can still feel it into the bronzer, that the undertone is not quite the same. And then if I go to 2 years ago, here, a little bit more light, but very, very soft. So this is this year, and this is 25, 25, 24, 24. And these are the coral, and these ones are the pink at the top. I hope you can save some money, because I mean, between you and me, the packaging is the packaging, but if the packaging is the only reason why you're buying the product, maybe you're gonna rethink if you actually need it. But the shades, the bronzer is the same. They're all very smooth on the skin, not as blurring as in the permanent collection, the Dior Nude Bronze, that has that very high blurring effect, but they are not far off. They're not the most luminous blush. I think if you want a blush that is super luminous, the Armani blush are the ones you need. These have a soft luminosity, a soft glow to it, but it's very, very subtle. I think they're more of a natural bronzer. Obviously, I've applied a lot here for you to see the shades. Once they are onto you, they don't show as much as this. So I hope this helped you to make a decision. Personal opinion, I'm buying them because I reviewed them, and I do love to have an up-to-date collection. But if you already have the ones from the previous years, and if you are on a low buy, or you know, I don't think there's an actual need for you to purchase the one this year, other than the case is really pretty. It is the exact same product inside. After that, one could argue that they've probably been on your shelf for 12 months, but between you and me, the product is still fine. I don't see anything wrong with them. If it does react onto your skin, then you toss it, but if not, I mean, I think that's absolutely fine to use. So that is it for this quick comparison. I will do the same for highlighters. So if you're keen to know the different shades that we have for highlighters versus the previous collection only at Dior, stay tuned because this full review is upcoming for you guys. As usual, a big thanks for watching my reviews. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Everything will be listed down below. This makeup look, I will link the makeup review and tutorial if you want to recreate the look. If any one of you is asking, this top is from H&M, but it's already, I think, 2 years old. So sadly, I think I'm gonna have a look, see if I cannot find anything similar. It is a little bit old though, but I think I love that it's kind of Chanel looking. It's very comfortable. It's got short sleeve. It's perfect for that spring to summer transition with, like, I'm wearing jeans now, but it's perfect with a skirt or a nice pair of shorts as well. And yeah, so anyway, everything will be listed down below. A big thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you at the next video. Bye now.